Hi, my name is James. I live in New York City. I'm 70 years old, and I came here because I heard that this particular way of using the medicine and the medicines of the plants and this particular approach of this shaman were going to help me, because I had a disease which was considered incurable by the Western medical model. In fact, my doctor had said to me, there is no cure. If there was, we'd know about it. Bless her soul, she's helped me in many ways. So I came here on the recommendation of a man I know as a friend, who recommended me to talk with Carlos, who then, after our conversation, welcomed me down here. So I became a patient and then also a student of the Ayahuasca initiation program, which was a secondary reason why I came. I came here primarily for my personal healing, and it was brilliant. I can't think of another program for myself that was or could have been as successful, as complete, and as totally getting into the root causes of problems, issues, traumas, toxicities, etc. in my life that I met here. I really dealt with everything. There even came a point where I was so totally stripped away of all of my previous traumas and toxicities and the conditioning that I couldn't even walk. I had to literally learn to re-walk, so that every step I took, I learned, now I must learn to walk in the strength of love. And so I have found just another way of living that has just blown my mind, my soul, my heart just wide open. It's a whole new world for me. So I am going back more of myself than I knew was possible, and more ready to go back and engage the world with what I have to offer it. The crew was excellent in every way. The skill that Don Enrique has, I was always amazed at what he could see, how he could intervene, that he knew where to intervene at the right moment. He knows the plants so well that he just opened my mind, not just to ayahuasca, because as he pointed out, just because you can lead an ayahuasca ceremony doesn't make you a healer. It makes you able to lead an ayahuasca ceremony. But to be a healer, there are 3 other levels involved, and as I began to discover for myself those which had already been in place, I began to make all of the connections between what he was teaching and what was now potential and possible in my own life. So I go back having learned from them about myself as a healer in a way I simply didn't know before. So my connections to the world just exploded. I came already with really deep connections to nature, and this just amplified it 1,000 times. His brother, Miguel, was always there for support. He had excellent way of preparing medicines. I always trusted him, as well as Enrique. The other staff were always friendly, courteous. They listened to any of our particular personal needs. Some of us didn't like this or didn't like that, and they always made adjustments in the diet to help us out. I couldn't have asked, I can't think of a way I could have asked for a better staff than this one, to have worked with us and our diverse needs, our diverse illnesses, our diverse personal intentions, and how they worked all that through with us. They supported us all of the way. Dean and Greg were just marvelous people. They just have ability to narrow right in on what to say at the right moment. What song would make best sense to sing at this moment? So we always felt supported and joyful in what they had to offer. I walk away with a great deal of respect for this agency as a whole and its goals, and for particularly the people, the staff that are here. I would say to come with faith in what you're going to discover. Come with trust in the process. Come with trust in the ways, the medicine ways of these people and surrender to their process. I thought to myself, if I'm going to come down with my Western modality, why bother coming? I can always do ayahuasca ceremonies up there. That's not an issue. But if I'm going to come down here, I'm entering a complete world that looks at life in a very significantly different way. And it's surrendering to that worldview and surrendering in faith, faith in God, however you define God. It's surrendering in trust to their work and their skills, and just follow through on it. Prepare to follow through all the way. If you don't do that, if you want to come here and complain and, say, oh, I don't know if I really want to do that, oh, I don't feel so good, whatever, well, stay home. I'm going to be blunt. Stay home. It's not just ayahuasca that you encounter here. Here you encounter a world of capacity and healing, but you need to come and surrender to the process and allow it to happen and go through it. That's what I would suggest. If you're not willing to do that, okay, bless you, stay where you are. But if you want to come here, come prepared to be healed at the most profound level of your life. That's what happened to me, and that's what I'd suggest. I prepared for coming down here. I had done already 40 or so ayahuasca ceremonies, so I had been doing them since the late 90s, so I was familiar with the medicine. But be prepared to have your entire life engaged, and know that you will be changed by the end of this process. If that's what you truly want, then this is the right place for you. I am so moved by what happened to me and by these people. I didn't know that it would be this intensive and this comprehensive through the whole stream of my life. I'm 70 years old, what can you teach, an old guy maybe. But I went all the way back to my earliest childhood, and I cleaned out so many past issues and traumas and how I built my life around them and the stories I told myself and the identity I had with those things. It was complete healing, utterly complete. And if that's what you're seeking, this really is a good place for you.